Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for June 16th through the 22nd, or whenever you click into this video. It is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, please do check out those other placements. So in this reading, we're going to check into your current energy, then your near future, and then whatever spirit wants you to focus on, whatever messages come straight from them. We'll clarify that, and then we'll get into your person's energy, your energy, pull the romance angels, and see if we can get an outcome for that. And then we'll end it with the oracle cards. So if you've been with me before, welcome back. If you're new, we hope you'll stay. And let's get started. So we have the Eight of Wands in your recent past with the Seven of Pentacles, both in the upright. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. All right, and then we have the Tower in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then Spirit has got you showing up with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot card. Okay. The overall energy. Ooh, okay. So something's happened recently, clearly. Whether this be in the past, it doesn't matter the time frame, but obviously there's still some energy that's surrounding you around, they just said abandonment issues. And I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm going to say exactly what comes to my mind. This is not only being completely done with a situation, but still feeling maybe a little bit of resentment. Maybe there's still a tad bit of the replaying in your mind. I know sometimes sadness and betrayal can turn into anger. So if there's something that's still kind of flowing in and out that you feel really frustrated with, this is picking up on that energy. So let's get into it and see what's going on. I've kind of got the story, but I want to pull the card. Okay, so your challenge is the Nine of Swords in reverse. To have the Ten of Swords there and then that show up as your challenge card tells me that the Spirit's picking up on whoever's meant to see this video's pain, some suffering, maybe you're losing some sleep, things like that. Let's see. So in the current energy, with the Eight of Wands, this is actually really good energy. So there's something in your life that seems to be moving quick. So I don't know if this is that maybe those past hurts are starting to pop back up again. I mentioned this last week about the Mercury retrograde. Sometimes people and things and thoughts, feelings, stuff like that comes back to us. Usually it's to work through it so that we can finally release it. So there might have been a lot of that happening for you the last couple weeks. It just feels like energy is either moving really quickly through you, to you. Maybe you're feeling like you just want to get moving and get beyond it. With the Seven of Pentacles, this could be a frustration around having waited for something to see if it was going to go somewhere. And his face always looks very sad to me because it's like, I've put so much effort and energy into this situation. It hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, I moved so honestly and quickly and was so open and communicative, but it just didn't seem to go anywhere. This could also be with a job. So if there's something going on with you with work and you feel like there's lots of communication, but something hasn't gone to the level that you expected it to, let's see what's going on. In the Nine of Wands, or with the Nine of Wands in reverse, I usually say this is leave the baggage behind card. So in this case, I'd say there's still some things that are not worked through. So the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles in between. There's lots of motion towards getting through that stuff, but it hasn't completely been worked through. So there's still some stuff that has to be processed, released, even if it's way, way, way back in your subconscious. It's something that's coming up from 15 years ago. And you're like, why is this popping into my head? It's because that's meant to be brought to the surface and healed. So wherever you've been putting your energy in, things have not been growing or didn't grow in the past, let's say, that's stuff that needs to still be processed, is what it feels like. But this can also mean that there's really quick motion towards not only working through that stuff, but also something new. I just feel some kind of a new energy is happening for you. And I feel like you're going to be having conversations with a lot of different people. This is just me channeling for a second. So be open to the idea that if something hasn't moved just yet, that things are going to start changing. And I'll tell you why I say that. In the near future, we have the Tower in reverse. This means to me that it's already happened. So if something fell apart for you in the past, it was clearly a partnership. The Queen of Wands in reverse is like losing all passion in a situation. Maybe you've been holding back from even moving into something new. And that's why the current energy is starting to push you. You're focusing on the things that didn't work out maybe, or they're at least running through your head. Why did these things happen? Why did this have to happen to me? Or why did it have to go this way? Well, when this situation fell apart, it started to create a forward movement for you. So in other words, you learned the lessons that you needed to learn. That fell apart. This relationship is no longer. There's a part of you that felt like maybe you didn't want to move forward in relationships, or you just kind of lost passion for the idea of love. Maybe it's completely shifting. What you thought it was supposed to be in the past is now changing. And you're starting to see things from a different light. Maybe you want something different from relationships than you used to. And that's why sometimes the Queen of Wands has to go back within and ask herself, what do I want? Do I want the same things that I wanted 10 years ago? Has this relationship changed me enough now that I see things differently? So what Spirit wants you to focus on is working on things. This could be every aspect of your life. Putting in that hard work, maybe focusing more on work right now so that your main focus isn't on this situation that fell apart or whatever it is that needs to be released. Not that you're escaping it, it's just switching your mindset so that you can get through your days and it's not 100% focused on some of this past stuff. Now, with the Eight of Cups in reverse, that tells me something has not been abandoned yet. So, like I said, if you haven't gotten through these feelings, this is carrying that emotional baggage with you. So the work needs to be put in. I think this is going to be more of an advice reading than it is about the relationship and what it's already done to you, because it's still obviously very present in energy and we need to work through that, right? Those are the things that Spirit wants you to focus on. Putting in the hard work so that you can walk away from, you may currently be in this situation and it hasn't fallen apart yet. So if you're tapping into this video and I'm sensing an energy of something that has not quite broken apart, this feels like you need to put the work in to move away from it. If it's not making you happy and you've lost passion for it, let it go. And easier said than done, but this is really that indication that you need to muster up that strength to get away from whatever's not fulfilling you. So the Eight of Cups, again, is about like emotional baggage or walking away from something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. With the Chariot card in reverse, this is telling me that you haven't quite moved away from it. And Spirit wants you to focus on this. So slow movement, not happening quite yet, making decisions about how you want to move forward. I do want to get some clarifiers on this and see what's going on before we move into the energy of the person that you're thinking about. Well, what else was I going to say? Oh, let's talk about who's here. So we have Scorpio, Cancer, definitely Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because we have a lot of water. We also have a lot of fire. So Aries, Sag, or Leo. And I also have Gemini. Okay. Let's leave that up. Let me get the cards to clarify the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, please. It's almost like, I feel like this is conflicting energy because you have the Eight of Wands and then the Seven of Pentacles. Moving really quick, but waiting. You know that statement, hurry up and wait? That's what this feels like. It's like, keep communicating, but then sit back and wait for it to grow. Keep communicating and then sit back and wait. It's almost kind of a frustrating energy for me. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so that's a double Ten of Swords, feeling really betrayed by a situation, and the Star card. So the great thing about this, I'm getting two, I just got goosebumps, two different energies. One, the Star is very much about healing. This is about moving through all of this pain and anguish and healing, but this is all about a wish fulfillment. So specifically this week, I'm going to say to you guys, once you get through this particular thing, that's when your wish fulfillment comes in. So I'd said this in another reading. It's like when you play a video game, you get the prize at the end of the game, or you get the points, or whatever it is. That's what I kind of feel like this life is sometimes. And I don't mean to laugh about it because it's not funny. We go through a lot of pain. And we constantly feel like we have to defend ourselves. Maybe you're feeling like you have to defend yourselves to family. If this is something that's about to fall apart and it hasn't quite yet, and you're just feeling so burdened by it and so hurt by it, it's just over. It's done. And I mean, 2 of these, for God's sake. So, yeah, and then the fighting. So I don't know who I'm picking up on, but this is a lot of really painful, aggressive kind of argumentative energy that's coming through. And then the Page of Wands, this is wanting that new beginning, wanting to talk about just moving on and being able to be vulnerable with somebody else. The 3 of Wands, tired of waiting. You've been waiting patiently to get through this energy, whether it's happened already to you or if it's happening now, whatever it is. I feel like you're just done and ready to move on. All right, so let's see what's going on, because the Star card tells me that's Aquarius, by the way. You could be also dealing with an Aquarius. Let's see with the Tower in reverse and the 2 of Cups, because it looks like I said, this is the near future. So if it hasn't already fallen apart, let's see what's going on between these 2 situations. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then we have the 2 of Cups. Somebody is not putting forth the energy into the relationship to make things fresh. They're not trying to restart or fix the relationship. Whether this is a male or a female, it doesn't matter. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. Somebody's not clear. If you've been questioning whether somebody's lying to you or not, I think this person might be able to look you straight in the face and tell you like a clear lie. Whoever it is not being honest. The King of Swords in the upright is somebody who cuts through all the BS, is clear, honest, has integrity. In reverse, I'd say whoever you're dealing with does not. But that person will look you straight in the face and tell you that they love you, that they're faithful to you, that they're all these things, and yet they're not. Obviously, if you're being hurt by this situation, maybe you already found out that something had happened, and now you want the clarity, but you're not getting the clarity that you need, and that's why you're pushing to get out of it or release it. I really am picking on somebody who hasn't quite gotten out of this. If you've just recently walked away from this, this is something that's still clearly very painful. All right. Let's see what's going on. What is Spirit trying to say to you with the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups in reverse? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, and then the 8 of Wands again. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I get different things for this card when I see it. To me, right now, this is saying that there is somebody that wants to be a perfect partner with you. I know this isn't Lovers or 2 of Cups, but I pick up on energy, and this is what this is saying to me. Right now, there's something really balanced, something really beautiful, and energy that wants to come towards you. See how the ship is there? We talk about the ships coming in. I think you know, I think you feel it. It's behind him and he can't quite see it, but it's as if you're sensing the energy is somewhere around you. You may have met this person already, but I'm not sure. Whoever this is the Knight of Pentacles. I don't think this is somebody from your past. I think this is somebody new that wants to come in. But clearly there's a lot to work through from the past, and you can't carry this into a new situation. But I have a feeling this person wants to talk to you. Could it be? Absolutely. But do I feel like it is? I don't. I feel like there's somebody that wants to have a conversation with you. And I don't know that they're going to push you. They just want to talk to you about how they're feeling. And I don't think they've been able to before. That's probably why the energy is that he's got himself turned away from the ship, because he doesn't see it. And that's because this energy just hasn't worked its way towards you yet. Okay, let's see. I feel, okay, we've got Justice in reverse on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to go through this really quickly and see. There's going to be a decision. So you may have a choice about two different people right now. That's kind of, I'm picking up on that energy. For some reason, I feel like this person may not disappear, or you are having difficulty getting away from them. And it's almost as if the more you try to move away, the more it hurts. Or they attempt to hurt you. Let's see. So a tough decision for sure. And the Five of Cups is getting through this, getting over the emotional disappointment. And then the Three of Wands, knowing your ships are coming in. So this is definitely moving on from a really unpleasant situation. And then the Four of Pentacles, this is holding back your energy. So I think there's kind of a need to pull back, especially from the person that's clearly created a lot of drama in your life. And then the Judgment, make that decision. Something's really pushing you because this energy is quite toxic. And then we have the Magician, which is manipulative energy. So whoever this is, like I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but this person's done a number on you. And if you're not ready to be open to something new, I can understand that. But that wants to move towards you, and it's a really beautiful energy. I can't say how long it's going to be. I just see that there's something that needs to be worked through. And then the Hierophant. So this could have been a marriage. And then the Sun card. So I feel like there's healing that needs to be done within yourself. When things happen like this, you can't heal it with the other person. If this is how you feel about it, clearly you can try to walk away and feel some kind of forgiveness. You don't ever forget, but you might be able to forgive. And then the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So clearly this has done more than just an emotional number on you. It's weighing on you. And I just don't have the words because I feel like this is so much pain. And I don't want you to continue to go through that pain. I want you to have happiness at the end of this. So let's go ahead and clear these cards. Let's get into the energy that you're thinking about, whoever it is, whether it's this person or somebody else, and see what comes out for that. This is for Pisces. Now, if this is something that's already ended and you're just moving forward and you're like, I don't care, I'm done. When I pick up on things like this, it's because somebody's still holding on to some kind of energy and needs to be made aware that there's more releasing to do. I do see beautiful things coming in. They keep bringing up the Star card. So this could just be that this week is going to be a tougher week for getting through this stuff. Okay, so the person that's on your mind, the Ace of Wands, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and then the Seven of Cups. All right, we'll talk about that in a second. So you look amazing. Okay. The overall energy, the Tower in reverse. So this hasn't fallen apart yet. So this could be a different group. I apologize if you're one of my subscribers and this doesn't relate, but this feels like something that has not quite fallen completely apart. I think it's going to take some time. This person that you're thinking about wants a new beginning. Have they told you that yet? I'm not sure. If this is somebody that you are broken apart from or from your past, this person's not communicating right now. Do they feel that they want to start over? Yes, they're very passionate about that, but they can't express it. I do feel like there's part of this person that might be a little bit manipulative. Maybe they hold back physically, like they hold back their passions. They probably don't show affection very well, or something's like that. It feels like they just hold back, romantically or otherwise. And then with the Seven of Cups, it could be that this person's looking at their options. So if you feel like you're an option to this person, I would, think twice, obviously. If this is their energy, it's like they're looking out dreamy, like, oh, I've got all kinds of options, so I may want to start with this person, but, I've got the A, B, and Z out here. C, Z, whatever, you know what I mean? All right, let's move on to your energy, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Amazing. So you're still standing pretty. No matter how much pain this person has put you through, you're independent. You're standing beautifully. There's nothing that's going to shake you. You may be emotionally feeling it inside, but on the outside, you seem to be holding it together really well. Focusing on work, putting your energy into the things that really matter to you, just focusing on money, whatever it is. This could also be that you want to invest in something. So if you're interested in that, I feel like that's where your energy is. This person's already hurt you. The Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's a part of you that's emotionally releasing it finally, like we talked about. There's been enough hurt. There's been enough damage done in this situation because it was pretty toxic, and I think that's how you might view this person now. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or I feel like a Gemini, because to me that looks like the Lovers as well. There's something about them. Maybe there's this unhealthy connection you feel to this person. And, you know, the devil comes out. We can always have relationships that feel, we love the person, but we know it's a toxic connection. You know, it's like you can be aware of it, doesn't stop you from loving them. So that's what it kind of feels like. All right, let's get the romance angels and see if there's a different message within that. And then we'll see if there's an outcome to this situation. If you're still going through it and wondering, is it going to work out or not? Let's see what they say. Trust, okay. Unrequited love. This is where I feel like that's on your part. And then getting to know each other and honeymoon. And then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I don't think you trust this person. I think there's a part of you that after all the pain that they put you through doesn't feel as much love for them. Like I said, sometimes we can have that kind of toxic lust type relationship with somebody, and that just feels like what the connection is. It's almost, it's just an unhealthy connection. And then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I think this could be opening up to the idea that you could get to know somebody else. Maybe you felt like you had never been so close to somebody as you were to this person, and the things that they did to you hurt even deeper because you felt such a bond, but I don't think it was a healthy bond. And then honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Maybe you're reminiscing about the times that you spent. Maybe you were married to this person and you're questioning yourself, like, how could things have been so great during this period of time, but now they've turned out to be like this? It doesn't make any sense. But again, I feel like you're pulling back your love because of the way that this person acts or has treated you. And you may not possibly be ready for this new person, but I do feel the new energy wanting to come towards you, and it's very stable. Okay, let's get, well, we're not going to use that deck yet. Again, let's go ahead and get your outcome for you. This is for Pisces. So they want you to focus on your intuition. This person is a liar, cheater, stealer. You thought the world of them. You probably thought you had a future, and then your Knight of Pentacles, and then the Devil in reverse. You realize how toxic this relationship was. So your intuition's kicking in. I think you're trying to find balance between the dark and the light side of this relationship. And clearly, this person hurt you tremendously. So there's a lot of different manipulation, lies, cheating, whatever's going on in this situation. I'm going to tell you like it is. This is the energy of that person. So the reason it's probably coming up in the reading, if you've already gone through this, is because there's more work to be done to release it. And again, Mercury retrograde. So a lot of this X energy is coming up. Thinking about what you want in the future, feeling like you had thought maybe your future was planned, and now having to look in a completely different in a different direction. He's standing there like, okay, I've got my wand and my little earth in my hand, and I'm clear about what's happening, but yet there's still another wand behind him. So shifts and changes. And then to me, this is your energy, male or female, Knight of Pentacles. And this is also the energy that showed up in the main reading. So I feel like there's someone really stable around you. Maybe you know this person, maybe you don't. But they want to come towards you. They're going to move extremely slow. And I think you're going to need that because there's so much healing that needs to be done and so much toxicity in this past relationship. Again, we don't want to bring that into a new one. But whoever this is a very gentle, kind, grounded energy, and they want to move towards you. So you'll have to let me know if you've met somebody new and you're moving beyond this energy. All right, let's get one of the Lovers Oracle for you. Oops. Lovers Oracle, hard to shuffle. I think this is the one for you. So that's her face. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. I think that's perfect because it was showing up as so much pain. So there's a lot to be worked through, and I'm sorry I keep repeating that, but I feel like that needs to be heard so that, you know, whatever it is, whatever your methodology is for trying to heal from a past situation, Spirit's really pressing that healing process. Okay. So we've got, with the wisdom of the Oracle, clean it up, to be fair, soulmates, and loyal heart. And then we have between worlds. I do feel like this is where you are. If you're still shifting between that dark energy and the light energy and feeling like you keep getting probably pulled back into this feeling or these feelings of betrayal and hurt. It could have been even family. It could have been anything that had happened that made you feel that way. And right now I feel like you're being pulled back and forth between these two energies. So you're going to the dark, you're coming back to the light. It's like you just, as you're going through this process, we all do it. And if you're, let's say, going through your dark night of the soul where the painful stuff is there, it's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel. But you're going to get through this. You're just kind of stuck between in the energy. So hopefully you can hold tight and have faith. Clean it up. Clearly this situation needs to be cleaned up. There was a 3 of 5, yes, a 3 for the light between worlds, sorry. That's a 3. This reduces to a 3. This is about mind, body, and spirit. I'm seeing 3, 3, 3, 3 on the cards. Clean it up. This is about, obviously, doing the work. Cleaning out the old residual BS that doesn't belong there anymore. To be fair, I think this is about being fair to yourself. I also think this is the type of relationship you want to be in. And what you're moving towards is a soulmate. You could have very possibly thought this was a soulmate. Maybe there was a question that this person was a twin flame and that that was the reason for the painful behavior. But in this case, this is a real soulmate is something completely different. Yes, we have a lot of them and we learn painful lessons. I think that's an end. Form 1 reduces to a 5, which is big changes. So I think there's going to be big changes, like I said earlier, in the way you view relationships and soulmates. And then we have loyal heart. Again, a 3 and a 5. So finding this kind of person moving forward, seeing that somebody who's going to be loyal and trustworthy, maybe a little different than what you're used to, is so much more valuable to you now than it may have been, where these kind of exciting, or we all get pulled in by that bad girl, bad boy type of person throughout our life. It helps us learn the lessons we need to learn. But now I think you're wanting to go into a place where you find somebody who is loyal, who's not going to create this kind of drama in your life. So the 3s to me are about mind, body, and spirit, finding that balance in those 3 things. And then the 5, again, it's closing out cycles and big changes happening. Okay, Pisces. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. We'd love to have you here if you're new, and welcome back again to my subscribers. I love you guys so much. I also do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Take care. So much love. Bye.